Formula One is ready to visit Spain this weekend for the 8th round of the 2024 championship, and it will surely turn out to be an interesting race, as 4 teams are now showing the potential to record victories. The 2024 event will be the 65th edition of the Spanish Grand Prix, and as usual, the event is scheduled to be held at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya. Welcome back to Total F1. This is our pre-race analysis of the Spanish Grand Prix. But before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more exciting updates. For the first time, the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya received the opportunity to host a Formula One race back in 1991, under the special support of the Spanish government. Since then, it has become the permanent venue to host this iconic motorsport event. However, this will be used only till the end of the 2025 season, as race organisers have a plan to shift the event to Madrid as a street race from 2026. The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya is 4.657 kilometers long, and the race is held as a 66 laps long event, covering a total race distance of 307.236 kilometers. Currently, the lap record of the Catalonian circuit is held by Max Verstappen by setting a lap time of 1 minute 12.272 seconds during the 2023 season, which he dominated. There are 14 corners in total, and a good mix of low and high speed corners can be found within its layout. The 2 long straight sections of the circuit serve as DRS zones, facilitating the maximum opportunity for drivers to overtake. The layout of this Spanish circuit is considered to be one of the most well-balanced ones in the current Formula One calendar, and that's why it's being used for winter testing over several seasons. Most notably, tyre degradation plays a key role in deciding the winner here. Drivers need to be extremely careful about the tyre management to get the maximum out of each set. The final sector of the layout is fast, and it's the section which is mostly responsible for a larger proportion of the degradation of the tyres. Under this condition, it's difficult for drivers to attach to a one-stop strategy, and they will have to go essentially for a 2-stop strategy at least. The most popular tyre combination in an uninterrupted race is using a soft-hard-hard combination. In this strategy, drivers try to create an advantage at the start by opting for soft compounds. They then switch to hards in between laps 13 and 18. Once again, they pit their cars in between laps 37 and 43 to take a fresher set of hards to complete the race. Theoretically, this is the fastest strategy that can be used. However, some drivers prefer to attach to a stop strategy that uses 2 softs and 1 hard set. In this strategy, drivers start the race with softs and switch to hards in the lap window between lap 15 and 20. After taking the maximum out of that hard set, drivers take the second soft tyre set between laps 46 and 51. Even though drivers take advantage at the start as well as in the finish with softs, this one is theoretically slower. The drivers who fail in managing tyres use 3-stop strategies, like soft-hard, soft-soft combinations, but it's slower and difficult to win a race with a similar kind of strategy. However, all these strategies are suddenly changed by teams under an interruption like safety car deployment. According to the current weather reports, a dry climate with no interruptions from the rain is predicted for all 3 days. Temperature is expected to fluctuate between the range of 17 to 24 degrees Celsius on the first day, with a humidity level of 70%. A good sunshine with moderate breeze is expected on the first day. The climate will remain the same on the second day, and temperatures are expected to be within the range of 18 to 25 degrees Celsius. On the race day, the minimum temperature will rise up to 23 degrees Celsius, even though the maximum remains at 25 degrees, like in the previous day. No rain is expected, but the probability of rain will rise up to 33% 3 hours before the race. Even though the Red Bull driver Max Verstappen was able to win the last race in Canada, it was never a dominant victory, as he was closely challenged by McLaren and Mercedes drivers with a similar level of performance. If the Ferrari team is able to make a good comeback, and the other teams are capable of maintaining their current momentum, the race in Spain will surely turn out to be an interesting one. The last race was something to forget for Ferrari, as both the cars experienced retirements due to different types of incidents. Since the start of the weekend, Ferrari was experiencing a lack of performance in their challenges, and both the drivers failed to cross the hurdle of Q2 in qualifying. During the race, Leclerc retired due to a power unit failure, and Sainz also due to a collision with Albon after a spin. However, they will surely try their best to make a good comeback in Spain. After a disappointing Monaco race weekend, Verstappen showed a good improvement in Canada, recording his 60th victory in his Formula 1 career. But Sergio Perez continued his struggles and failed to cross the hurdle of Q1 in qualifying in back-to-back races, then retired after experiencing a spin which damaged the rear of his car. He was further handed over a 3-place grid penalty for the next race, as well as a fine of €25,000 for his team. Despite his poor form, the Mexican has secured a new deal with Red Bull and will stay with the team until the end of the 2026 season. His current form badly affects not only his personal standings, but also the standings of the Red Bull team in the Constructors' Championship. The Red Bull team has collected 301 points in total, maintaining a 49-point lead over Ferrari. So it's essential for Checo to perform well and give a good support to Verstappen to maintain their lead in the upcoming races. Otherwise, Ferrari has a good chance to overtake Red Bull in the Constructors' standings, as both the Ferrari drivers have performed well in the recent past. But McLaren is the team that showed the best consistency within the last 4 races, and now they have a challenger with a pace that can directly attack the Red Bull drivers. They are still holding the spots below Red Bull and Ferrari teams due to their struggles within the first few races of the season. However, the Woking-based team still has a big opportunity to be the 2024 champion if everything works in their way. But Mercedes brought a real surprise to the Canadian race weekend, and they will be the dark horses of the Spanish Grand Prix if they can maintain their same momentum. Historically, the Mercedes team has performed well in the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, and even last season, when they faced a lot of struggles, Mercedes drivers were able to score podium finishes. Apart from that, Lewis Hamilton jointly holds the record for the most number of victories here with Michael Schumacher, as he can emerge once again as a race winner if the W15 can perform up to the expectations. Verstappen currently leads the Drivers' Championship with 194 points. However, the RB20 is not as powerful as its predecessor, and he is still in touchable distance from the rival drivers. Formula 1 is currently moving through a phase which is really hard to predict the race winner. However, Verstappen still possesses some kind of X-factor relative to the others, even if it is not a clear domination. However, the reigning world champion will be closely challenged by drivers like Norris, Hamilton, and Leclerc if their challengers perform up to the expectations in this Spanish racetrack. Who will be the winner of the Spanish Grand Prix? Can Ferrari make a good comeback in the upcoming race? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more exciting Formula 1 news. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.